Yo, what's good? It's Terrell from Keep It 100 Podcasts. Hopefully, you guys checked out the podcast I did yesterday. It's pretty dope. But now I have like an artist from New York, Elliot Major. He's become a friend of mine. So I shall wait for him to join me. This is more so like a catch up podcast. And I guess he has some announcements to make. I don't know what they are. I'll wait for him to come on and say what he has coming. But pretty dope artist. I see him in the comment section right now. I'll add him in. I can start talking to him, seeing what he's been up to. Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you?
I'm good. Chilling. Usual.
I feel you.
For sure. Before you came on, I kind of explained, I guess, like, you kind of have some updates of what you've been up to. That's all I really went into. I'll let you get into that, like, once we get to that topic.
Okay.
But, I guess since then, we've gotten a lot more followers. So,
Yeah, man. Y'all, listen. So salute to that, man. Y'all been doing your thing, man. I've been seeing it.
yeah, for sure. Um, some people may not know who you are, even though you've been on here, I feel like at least like 4 times or so. Do you
Something
mind like,
around there.
yeah, for sure. Do you mind introducing yourself again?
Sure, no problem. My name is Elliot Major. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, beat maker, and engineer out of Brooklyn and Queens, New York. I've been doing music for about 10 years, give or take. Yeah,
For sure. Appreciate that.
no problem.
First off, what have you been up to since the last time that I talked to you? Like, I know you've been on like doing like studio sessions, but like since the last interview that I talked to you on, like
Right.
what have you been up to?
Uh, it's been a lot. I've been taking, a lot of studio sessions, recording a lot of people, some people that I know, just doing sessions. I've also been recording myself, doing a lot of writing, just a lot of creating. Um, and it's been a dope process. It's like I noticed a big growth as far as like my inspiration as of like from the last time we spoke up until now. It's just been ongoing. So it's the more it keeps happening, it's just the more inspired I am. So it's just been a lot of creating.
For sure. Um, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Um, so I connected with an artist like a while back. He's out of, I want to say, Texas somewhere.
Okay.
So he saw your page, like he saw some of our interviews,
Okay.
and he's like, bro, like I'm putting out an album in December, like I need like a dope artist. And
Okay.
I promised him I would ask you on this podcast. Like I'll give you his information and stuff.
For sure.
But he's like, yo, like because he just put out an album recently, but he's working on another one for December. Um,
Okay.
and he's like, yo, like I need a dope artist, and I'm like, well, I'm talking to this guy today on a podcast, so like
Well, that's
I'll
dope. I
say,
mean, I appreciate you, you know what I mean, putting my name in there and thinking of me on that. I mean, I'm definitely down to work. I mean, I'm down to work. I mean, it's definitely something that we could talk about. I check out, the music that he has and, see what happens. But
for
I'm
sure.
definitely down.
All right, sounds good. My first question, like for you again, far as new music, like have you been working on that as well?
Yes, a lot of new music. I've been working on. Solo and a lot of stuff with as far as features. So a lot of music has been I feel like it's just like it just keeps happening sometimes. So it's like 1 minute I'll create something and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. And then I'll find something else and get inspired. Like just today, like I started getting back into making beats again. And I said to myself, I wasn't gonna buy any more beats because, like, seriously, I'm gonna count like maybe 1, 2, 3. We're gonna say like 6 or 7 folders that's maybe 5 to 10 beats in them, and I haven't even touched them yet. So I don't need to buy anymore.
Yeah.
But I came across, you know, some beats from this one producer. I think he's out of California, Don P. And I've actually followed him for a couple years now, and like I loved his sound. Like his beats were always dope, but I never like purchased any. And then I found these 2, and I was just like, nah, I need these. Like I need to get these right now. Like this has to happen. But definitely a lot of music. I think that's part of the announcement that I was gonna speak on. I did this thing last year called Every Monday September, and on every Monday in the month of September, I put out a song, and then I think it was like the last Monday of that month last year, I put out Just Show Up, and I'm kind of canceling the whole Every Monday September, so I'm not doing that anymore. But what I'm doing is I'm going to rename it to Every Monday Sessions.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's going to be a song every Monday tied in with a visual. So it's going to be a music video and a song released every Monday. So I'm thinking I'm going to aim for the end of October, beginning of November. I'm still trying to finalize some things, but I'm going to say the end of October, beginning of November. That's when it's going to actually start.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
I look forward to that.
Yeah, a lot of music from myself, Thought Provoker.
Yeah, I got something to say about him after you finish explaining.
But yeah, like a lot of new music. A lot of new music's coming for sure.
All right. So I don't want to go back on this, but when you were talking about the beats, like literally before I messaged you, I saw the video, that you put out about it. I was like, okay, those beats must be fire because he just said he wasn't gonna
listen. Like, and I actually already started writing to one of them, like earlier today. So, yeah, like when it's one of those type situations where you just get that inspiration to do something, just gotta move on it. You know, I can't. You know, I've literally said to myself I wasn't gonna buy any more beats, but when I heard it, and I shouldn't have opened it. But in reality, I was just like, all right, I'm kind of glad that I opened it because then it just, opened up a different door as far as creation. So, it happens that way.
For sure. I'm now speaking on Mr. Thought,
Okay.
I listened to that song with you two earlier.
Okay.
I just rocked with that song, bro.
Are you talking about Glory?
Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, like, because the platform I want to do, I don't know if I shared this with you yet. I'm trying to do like a type of versus kind of situation. I'm still
really,
I'm still setting it up.
Okay.
In the process of that.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that, and I mentioned it to him, and he's like, "Yo, just let me know when." And I'm like, "Bro, I got you. I'm just gonna let you know, letting you know." The artist
man, you already know I'm in.
Yeah,
say the word, I'm in.
Yeah, the artist I had last night, in the comment section.
Okay.
Hello, her. I don't know if she's down. I don't remember. She might have said she was, but shout out to her. She has new music dropping on Friday. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
yeah. So back to the verses. Like we are thinking that I'm thinking more of like 3 to 4 songs you'll get. And
that sounds dope.
yeah, 3 to 4
sounds
songs
interesting
for sure. I just think it'll be dope, bro. Like it'll be
for
like
sure.
yeah. So I wanted to share that with you as well. And,
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely let me know. I mean, you know, you've been a huge support, you know, of what we've been doing since, you know, day one, since we all, you know, met and shit like that. So
yeah,
I'm definitely down for sure.
all right, for sure. Thank you for that. Let me get into some questions that I have for you.
All right.
So since the last time like we talked, I'm talking about interview talks, not like when you were like in a studio like rapping and singing.
Right,
But
right.
since our last like interview, like have you picked up anything new or added anything to your craft?
I've been perfecting a little bit more on the singing side of things. I've been kind of just like kind of honing in on that a little bit more. I actually started getting back into making beats also. Still getting accustomed to it, you know, but I'm loving the process when it comes to that. Doing a little more songwriting for other people. Actually was in the studio, I think it was Tuesday. I was in the studio Tuesday with my mom actually. And
Okay.
she's been bugging me as far as trying to like get a song done.
Yeah.
And I've been telling her as soon as I get everything set up, you know, we'll get into that because she's a singer, you know, and she's actually got like she's the reason why I got started in this in the first place. And you know, she had me singing in church when I was younger, and I didn't like it. And but like it was something that she, you know, she's always wanted to get into, and we always talked about it, had conversations about it. And that was one thing that we focused on Tuesday, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I like that part, you know, like writing for other people, like creating and just getting in the mindset of trying to get the other artist's message across through song, you know, because it's one thing when I'm writing for myself, because that's easy. I know what I want to say, but you know, just building like having a conversation with an artist, and you know, and off that conversation, like coming up with a concept. I mean, it's dope.
For sure. So has that process gotten? Is this like your first time writing for artists, or have you been doing
No,
it?
I wrote for a couple artists. I want to say maybe I started writing for other artists probably like 2 years ago. I want to say, but this is like actually, and when I did it, it was like, okay, this is actually something that I feel like I can do, like, and I enjoy it. So now it's like, okay, now let's do this for real. So, you know, and so far, I mean, it's dope. I mean, like, it's just a different side of the creative process, which, you know, I love creating. So
For sure.
it's dope.
Okay, and what about how that whole process is set up? Like how's like the initial connection made? If someone wants you to like write for them, like do they hit you up or do you guys have a team or like how does it work?
It's a little bit of both. I have a team that kind of like refers artists to me sometimes. And then some people that I know, like if they, you know, they want to start getting into music and recording, but they don't exactly know how to go about it, or say they want help structuring a song or something like that. It's all part of like producing or executive producing. Like you're just more hands-on as far as how the song is going to be finalized or how the song is going to be executed. And it kind of just depends on what they're looking for, like what they're trying to do. Sometimes, you know, they'll come to me with an idea, and then I just kind of help fine tune it. Sometimes we have a beat that they bring to me. They tell me the idea. I start writing ideas and we try to piece it together, or we just build it all the way from scratch, from beat to lyrics to delivery, cadence, whatever you want to call it. It depends on it depends on the artist.
Okay. So, for example, say if an artist came to you, like, are you guys there together while you're writing the song, or do you write it separately and then like present it to them like after the fact?
It could go one of both ways. It could go one of the two ways. It could be where we're in the studio together and we write it. We you know, bounce ideas off of each other, or they can tell me that they want a certain type of sound, or they want a certain type of song, and I can write it on my own and record it, give a reference. So it just depends. It's also, again, depending on the artist.
All right. Next question about that. So, say if you write a song, right, and both sides agree that, oh, this is dope. Does it become their song like afterwards, or is that something you guys work out like in the beginning stages?
Well, it's a service. So depending on, you know, what they want, is a certain fee for it. But once it's done, I mean, I get the writer's credit or whatever you want to call it, but that's their song.
Okay, for sure. Always curious how that worked. I thought it worked something like that, but I was like,
it's still something that I'm still learning on the business side of it. But as of right now, I mean, it's basically like, okay, we're in here, we're writing, they're recording it, it's them on the vocals and stuff like that. It's a song strictly for them, and I'll probably just get like a writer's credit on it. Or if I made the beat, then I get a writer's and producer's credit on it. So it just depends on how hands-on I'm going to be on it.
Okay, for sure. Thank you for explaining to that.
No problem.
I think the only similar situation I've heard to that, like I've heard a lot about like ghostwriting, but I'm not sure if that's under the same, is that like kind of the same thing?
I guess yes and no. I think the best way I could say this, right? I'll put it like this. When it comes to rapping, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's a little bit more frowned upon, somebody writing for you and stuff like that, because it's just not authentic,
For sure.
Not saying that it doesn't happen. Because, I mean, you look at, like, someone like P. Diddy, for example. It's not really a rapper, but you see him rapping on a lot of songs. He gets those written by, whatever artist that he's in the studio with or whatever. Now, when it comes to, like, singing, where it comes to R&B, pop, any type of singing, a lot of big artists have songs written for them, or they have songs submitted to them that other writers have put together. Like you could say, for example, remember the song by Beyonce, Irreplaceable?
Yeah.
That song was written by Neo.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people, some people don't know that, but that song was written by Neo, and that is probably one of, I'm not going to say her biggest, but it's one of her biggest songs.
Yeah.
If you go back, and listen to it. And, but a lot of people you wouldn't know unless you actually, dug a little deeper and all of that. So ghostwriting, I think that's more, I guess it's kind of, I guess it's, you could say that it's a little more frowned upon in the hip hop
Yeah, it is.
world, you know? And, but again, you know, there's people that are doing that. But as far as, you know, a songwriter, you know, that, I think that's a little bit different.
All right.
That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
For sure. Yes, Mr. Thought has joined the conversation. Songwriters matter.
What up, Thought? What up? What up?
For sure, get that on the shirt. But while he's there, I still want to hear that song from you two. I want to hear you two rap it. So, yeah, we're gonna have to set that
the crazy thing is, right? Like, and it's funny that you say that you know Glory is one of your favorites.
Yeah,
and we got some more.
Y'all got some more?
We got some more heat, man. And it's pretty dope. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like it's pretty crazy. If you like Glory, you're really gonna fuck with these.
Yeah, I remember a while back. I don't know when this was. Might have been some weeks ago. I believe it was you two on a video on your page.
That's one.
I forgot to comment. I was like, I'm gonna say something. I think I literally forgot, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have him on the podcast. I'm just gonna talk about it. Yeah, I've been waiting, bro. Like you two, like I'm
yeah. I mean, we have a couple joints. We definitely have a couple joints. He's working on an album right now. He's finalizing that. Which I actually recorded. I'm gonna say half of it.
Okay.
And then we did some other joints, like some dope shit. Like he sent me a verse for this idea that he had, and he wanted me to just, you know, come up with a hook and then do my verse, and it's crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy, and that's just one of, I want to say, maybe 5 that we have that aren't even like put out yet. But they're all gonna be part of well, except for the one that I was just talking about. That's actually gonna be a part of his project. But the other ones, they're gonna be a part of the Every Monday sessions.
Oh, okay. So is that going to be on your Instagram or something, or like how's that working?
Well, I'm gonna put the announcement as far as like once I get the finalized date of exactly when I'm gonna start. I'm gonna promote it on all my social medias, and they're gonna be on. Excuse me. They're gonna be on all streaming platforms. The video I probably put. I'm still debating on whether I'm gonna put it on IGTV or not, but I'm probably gonna put like a trailer as far as like, you know, promoting it on IG, and probably put the video on YouTube. So, you know, still finalizing that, but it's definitely it'll definitely be visible once we get the date finalized, and we'll probably have the date finalized. I want to say by this week or next week.
Okay. I'm gonna rewind for a second. You mentioned video, so is that a music video or like
music videos? Music videos.
YouTube music videos. Music
videos. Yep. For each song the song is gonna come out, and then we're gonna try to shoot a music video. No, not try. We're going to shoot a music video for every single Monday release. So they're gonna come out simultaneously.
Thank you for that. I was not expecting to hear anything about music videos.
Yeah, that was I mean, I've been kind of quiet a little bit as far as like what I haven't really released anything since my last project, but I've been trying to like work, you know, trying to get everything in line for this, because I was actually going to put out a whole project, but I kind of changed my mind a little bit due to the fact of I want to actually build a fan base.
Okay.
And I feel like being consistent as far as putting out these songs or putting out these music videos along with them, you know, could at least, I think, could generate that. So that's something that I'm just kind of gearing up for. That's why I've been doing a lot of recording, trying to get everything in place, been trying to learn visual editing, bought a camera, you know, trying to get everything in place. So once we set this day, that's why I don't even have a date set yet, because I want to make sure that everything is in line. So when I actually have this date, then that's when you know, like, okay, we're ready to go. You know?
For sure. All right. Sounds good. I have a question about, I'm trying to remember the name of the podcast. What is it? Smoking something.
Smoking Reggie's. That's my man Star Provoker, and also my man's Marcus. Salute to Smoking Reggie's.
Shout out to them.
Sure.
I've been talking to the peoples, and I'm either trying to set up a podcast with them or I go on their podcast.
That'd be dope.
Like,
y'all should actually do both.
Oh yeah,
do like a separate, you know, episode, you know, with you with them and then with y'all.
Yeah, man, I rocks with them, bro. They're cool.
Oh, for sure. That's my brothers.
Yeah, for sure. But back to you, and I'm waiting. I'm just excited for the videos. Like when you told me that, bro, like I got really like happy. Like
it's happening. You know, that was something that was probably like the one thing that was consistent. We were missing that consistently on our end, and that was something I wanted to make sure that if we're gonna, you know, do this and go all the way with it, that's something that we have to make sure that we can provide with every single song, because it goes hand in hand. If you have a visual to complement the song, you know, quality wise, you know, conceptually, you know, be able to put whatever we write and give you a visual for it. I mean, you can't, that promotes itself. So that's something that we definitely want to make sure that we have moving forward.
For sure. Yeah. So when you get a date, yeah, I'm be waiting for those.
For sure. You'll probably be one of the first to know before I actually put it out. Because it's gonna be soon. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long journey to get to this point, but we're right there. It's just a matter of just fine tuning little things, and then we off and running.
For sure. Like I'm excited, bro. Honestly, there's a lot of projects I'm excited for. I don't know. If there wasn't this podcast, I wouldn't know who a lot of you guys are. So kind of thankful for connecting with you guys. It's been dope.
Hey, listen, man. I can speak. I think I can speak for everybody by saying we appreciate you for, you know what I mean, or appreciate y'all for, you know, giving or building the platform for a lot of us artists, and, you know, to be able to, like, you know, spread awareness to what we're doing. So we appreciate you.
For sure. Appreciate it. Back to you though. I have a question about far as you said you've been doing, I don't know if you said that or I misheard it, but live performances.
Oh yeah. I actually, was it last Saturday? I think it was last Saturday. Yeah, I actually did a performance for the Keep 6 Feet Festival. It was different. It was more, there wasn't really like an audience there, but we were on stage, you know, performing and stuff like that. But it was dope. Like it was a dope setup. I mean, it was something I've never done before. But it was dope, and it was good to actually get back on stage again. So like it was It was cool. That's actually supposed to air, I think, September 12th. I want to say. I hope I'm not getting the date wrong. But yeah, it's Keep 6 Feet Festival, and then I actually have to go to Jersey to do another performance, actually the same date, for Top National Talent. So,
Okay.
you know, just trying to get back into the swing of things.
For sure. So, you said there was no audience there, or how?
Yeah, like it wasn't like you know how you would go to like a show, you know, there's
Yeah.
people that, you know, buy the tickets and you're gonna have people like in the audience, you know, paying attention to what you're doing. Well, due to the fact of the pandemic bullshit that's going on, I guess they came up with a different type of approach to concerts or showcases, and they came up with Keep 6 Feet Festival.
Okay.
So I think the only people that's really in there is like the camera guys, the other people that are performing, maybe 1 or 2 people that you bring with you, and that's about it, honestly. But it was dope. Like it's a dope concept. You know, I mean, I didn't know what to expect from it, but I'm glad I went. I mean, I met some amazing people there, artists and the people that set it up. I mean, they're dope. And I would do it again if they did another one.
Okay. So, my question is, like, for example, like, like the MTV Music Awards just happened, right?
Okay.
And I guess the artists were doing their performances from wherever they were. So was that similar to that? Like, will it be something virtual, or was that like
Yeah,
the whole
I believe it's going to be a virtual feel, but we were at damn, I don't remember the name of the space. It'll probably come back to me, but we actually went to I guess you could say like a warehouse or like it was like a studio setup, and they had a stage where you could perform. They had like dancers there, they had singers there, they had rappers there. You know, everybody was doing their performances, and they probably had like maybe a couple cameramen, you know, just to get certain angles and stuff like that. And I think they're gonna use that footage to just edit it to air it virtually. So I think it was more that type of concept.
So were you guys just shooting it, and it hasn't like been live yet?
No, it's not out. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it comes out the 12th. So I want to say, what's the 12th? Next week?
I don't know. Maybe today's the 3rd.
I think it's the 12th. I'm pretty sure it's the 12th of September.
Okay, for sure. Look forward to that. Because I was just curious. I was like, so it sounds like they shot it, but they haven't like put it out yet.
Yeah, no, we shot it last Saturday. It's not out yet, and I understand, because when I heard about it, I didn't know what to expect going into it. I had no idea, you know, and yeah, I went in there kind of blind. I was just like, well, how is this going to work? Like, what's going on, you know? But once I figured it out, like once I got there, it was like, oh, okay, I see what y'all doing. This is pretty dope. And I think it'll translate pretty well once it's out. So whenever, I think it's the 12th, but when it's actually set in stone, when it's going to be released, I'll, you know, make the announcement and all of that.
For sure. Question for you on that. So I've been talking to some people that I know that are like artists and stuff.
Okay.
And they're saying they think virtual concerts are the way it's going to be, like, moving forward, even though the physical ones will happen, but virtual because of the streaming, like you could reach so many people with it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I do believe they're gonna be around for a while. I mean, in reality, we're not out the woods when it comes to this pandemic shit. Like, I mean, it's still a real thing. It's still very, very real. You can still get, you know, you can still catch this disease, you know. So everybody needs to stay safe, do the proper things. But as far as virtual concerts, I think they're here to stay for a little while. I don't know about moving forward, like once everything calms down. But I mean, you could be right as far as like, you know, the numbers as far as streaming, because you could actually, you know, reach a little bit more. But also, it's kind of tricky because you're kind of missing out on the actual experience of traveling to these certain places.
Yeah.
And actually being in person, making these, doing these performances and actually, you know, coming in contact with these people. So the virtual concert is cool. Like, it's dope for what's going on right now. But I think it can't really, in the bigger scheme of things, it can't really substitute for like being live, like being in person. Like, it's a different kind of feel. It's a different kind of like energy. Like, it's a different kind of connection.
For sure.
But I mean, for now it works though. I mean, because for right now we all have to be safe, and I mean, I'll take safety over anything at this particular point. So if it's virtual, then virtual it is.
For sure. As since we've been doing a podcast, like I've been like researching on like events, virtual events.
Mm.
And I was watching a YouTube video, and I guess this dude was he was doing a concert, but he was like selling virtual tickets.
How the hell does that work?
Oh, there's a system that allows you to do it. Like, you create your event, like whether it's live stream or pre-record it. So for people to watch it, you create tickets. I call them virtual tickets because you're not really handing the person a ticket. So to me, it's virtual.
Right.
So it's virtual tickets. So he was selling virtual tickets. So how it works is he schedules his concert, right? And he creates events. So say if you create an event, Facebook, Twitch, other stuff that you may use. It's like 40 different platforms he was using, streaming it. So in order for them to watch it, they would have to create a user account, password, and before you get to the option finish, it will show you the price of the ticket. You would pay for the ticket, and that's how you would actually get into watch his video. And I was like, bro,
wow.
It's like,
I mean, I can't be mad at that, man. Whoever that was, man, listen, get your money, you know. And if you have the type of fan base that are, you know, craving your music and actually want to support you, I mean, why not? Why not do it? You know, I mean, it makes sense for right now. You know, that's one thing as far as like this whole pandemic thing. Like, you have to, especially for creatives, you have to figure out what's the next move for you and how serious you want to take this. And you're going to have to go to certain like creative spaces to try to like find that next level, you know. And that was one thing that I had to do during this whole thing. Like, during this whole time, I actually spent my time building this studio. And that was the next step for me. Like, I wasn't going to be able to get a lot of the stuff that I needed to get done without building this. So once this was built and once this was set up, it was like, okay, everything just started to make more sense. And I started to put things in place and just focus more on the creative side and be able to finish and complete certain objectives that I was trying to get to. So like for him example, whoever that artist was. I mean, this was that moment for him to be like, okay, this is happening, but I'm not letting this stop my grind or my hustle. So he had to, do virtual concerts, and you got to pay for that. So I mean, yo, listen, salute to that. I salute everybody during this time that actually figured it out and stuck with it and just kept grinding. Like, I salute every single person that's been doing that during this whole time.
Yeah, struggle has been real for sure.
For sure.
Yeah,
and it's
for
still
sure.
going on. But, we
Yeah.
still gotta, make do. That's what this whole thing is about.
For sure. I'm gonna announce this before like we end our podcast. But I recently connected with like, I guess I don't want to call them a music studio. But they're like some type of music studio with like a bunch of artists, right?
Okay.
So if you see me tag you in something on my story, just know it's from that. It'll be like the full interview. But
All right, word.
yeah, just
I'm
wanted
definitely down. I'm down for that, for sure.
yeah. Yeah, that'll be sometime later or something like that.
I'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, for sure. How much time we got left? Instagram Live is weird. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we got like 13 minutes left. Next question I have for you, like, far as I know you shared stuff with me before, but like, is there anything else you wanted to share that you didn't get to share for someone that would see the video for the first time?
Okay. Well, like I said before, every Monday sessions is going to be starting real soon. It's going to be, featuring myself, my brother Thought Provoker, and a few other people from the EMS family. Just going to try to be consistent with it as far as like putting out music, doing writing for a couple other artists. Be on the lookout for that. Also going to have merch real soon. We're trying to set up the website for that. Got a few pieces that's out kind of right now, but I don't want to put that out there just yet until the website is fully done. What else? Yeah, just be on the lookout, man. I want to say around the end of October, beginning of November is when we're going to actually start dropping music, but I'll probably have the official date, I want to say next week.
Okay.
But don't quote me on it, but I want to say next week.
For sure. I'll be on the lookout for that. Also, like the merch, like, is it gonna be shirts, hoodies, like hats? Like, what is it gonna
Shirts, hats, fanny packs if you're into that, book bags. I think there's hoodies. That's just to name a few for right now. But there's going to be a lot more stuff. And actually also with the every Monday sessions, not only will there be a song and a music video being put out every Monday, but there will actually be a piece of merch that's going to be released, like a different type of design, a different type of flavor that's going to be released along with music. So we're trying to, just trying to get a little more creative and just being a little bit more consistent as far as like putting out content for everybody.
Okay, that is actually awesome. So music and other items. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're trying to package everything, but also trying to be consistent with it. That's why it's taking a little bit longer for me to come up with a date, because we're trying to get everything in line for that. But it is gonna be real soon.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate the information for that. I'll be looking forward to that once you drop a date. That is
absolutely.
But
And I definitely need to get one of those shirts. I seen those shirts is fire, and I need to get one of those. I saw that shit. I said, "Oh, I need one."
Yeah, I'll send you a message like after we get off. Like, there's like so many different versions of it. Like,
bet I want to check those out.
Yeah, I can't even tell you, but no, I got you for sure.
All right, word.
Anything else you wanna share? Like, we got like 10 minutes left.
Also keep an eye out for Keep 6 Feet Festival. It's September 12th. Mm-hmm. That date just keeps sticking in my head, so I'm pretty sure that it's September 12th. I'll make an announcement as far as where you can actually view it as soon as I get that information. But September 12th, and then I'm also going to be in Jersey. I think I'm pretty sure I'm performing in Jersey. I'm pretty sure I'm performing in Jersey. So once that more developments on that, then I'll put an announcement on that as well. Yeah, just stay tuned, man. There's gonna be a lot of music coming out real soon. It's probably gonna get to the point where y'all gonna get tired of me because it's just gonna be happening back to back to back. So hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all like it. And stay tuned.
For sure. I appreciate you for joining me for, I don't know what number this is right now. But
hey, man, y'all been working, man. I see it. I try to tune in as much as I can for every single one of y'all, podcast episodes. Between you and Smoking Reggie's, I'm like bouncing back and forth just trying to, keep up with y'all. So, I salute to y'all for doing what y'all been doing, creating this platform. This is it's dope.
For sure. Yo, I got a question. Like, I have a podcast, a part 2 with someone that apparently knows you. Edwards.
Okay, that's my guy.
Yeah, I got him sometime next week.
Okay.
Because I didn't know at first. His manager told me because she watched one of your podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we know him. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's pretty.
Yeah, salute to Edwards. That's my guy, man. I think he has a project coming out. So I don't know if I'm spilling the beans or anything like that. She's probably gonna talk to you more about that. But he's a dope artist, young kid. Like he performs his ass off, man. Performs his ass off. Sing, rap, produces, dances. Like, I mean, he does it all. So like he's a dope artist, man. So for anybody, tune into him.
Yeah, he got a new song called "Thick Out." I watched the music video. All right, bro. I was like, I see you, my guy, for sure. But yeah, I got him next week, so that should be pretty fire.
That's what's up. I'll definitely tune into that one for sure. Gotta support my brother.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a minute, and he was pretty cool the first time.
I think he's actually gonna be in Jersey the 12th, so I might see him. Now that I think about it. So yeah.
All right, sounds good. Again, I appreciate you for joining me for whatever part number this is.
Hey, appreciate you for having me, bro. We definitely gonna do this again. Also, yeah, for sure. Let me know about that versus shit. I'm definitely down for that. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll be working on that tonight, and I'm pretty sure I'll be talking to you sometime tonight. Anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, just hit me up.
For sure. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me, bro.
I will. I'll upload this like I normally do to our platforms, and I'll send it to you.
All right, cool. All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one, bro.
All right, too, man.
All right.
All right, peace.